How do we make amazing software again and again? Stick around and we'll tell you more. Hey everybody, this is Anup Marwadi from HyperTrends Global Inc, where we are on a mission to transform businesses by using software and technology as their primary differentiator. Today, we are going to talk about our much acclaimed software development process, which is simply called DIDI. By DIDI, I mean DIDI, which stands for Discover, Ideate, Develop, and Iterate. This simple four-step process has helped us build amazing web, mobile, and enterprise software applications again and again, and it has really stood the test of time for projects that have lasted us over a span of 5 to 6 years. So what do I mean by this DIDI process? Step number 1, the discovery. We feel that this is the most important step in our process. In the discovery process, we work with our clients and make sure we fully understand your vision so that we can identify the steps that we need to take to bring your product to fruition. In this step, we will work very closely with you, fully understand your goals, your objectives, and some of the key metrics that you want to measure, and then build a blueprint of items that we will need to work on. Blueprint also involves a bunch of high-level user stories of various scenarios that the users will use when they're working with your platform or your system. We also go into details such as competitive landscape analysis, and we'll do a SWOT analysis. We'll work with you to identify what the gaps are in the marketplace and how you can successfully address these gaps in building the products that you want. So that's step number 1. The next step in our process is called ideation. It is in this phase where we really start evaluating everything that we have already discussed in the discovery phase. For example, we will take your backlog and we will evaluate the risk of some of the items that we need to work on, and we will start prototyping these things. We will start building user flows. We will start mapping out complex algorithms. We will start building out high-level cloud architectures. We will start evaluating feasibility of some of these different technologies that we may want to utilize during this phase. This is the phase that we really go to the drawing board and start evaluating all the things that we really need to implement to bring your product to fruition. The next step is the development. This is where we get to work. This is where we divide your entire product into multiple sprints, and we start banging out these items on a 2 to 3 week sprint basis. Most of the times, whatever we build in a given sprint is ready to be rolled out into production. However, if you're in the beginning phases of your product, we highly recommend that we do internal releases so that you can look at the product, make sure that all the details that you actually were expecting are being delivered as planned. We also want to make sure that the performance of the application is as per your expectations. We want to make sure that the messaging, the branding, and all the other elements that we discussed in the discovery and the ideation phases are actually being delivered. Believe it or not, the first sprint is usually a sprint where we take a slow approach and we gradually get everyone into the formation phase where everyone's kind of getting to know each other. People are trying to figure out how they work. We also understand what level of detail do we need to get into with you, and this is a phase where we really kind of start bringing all the nuts and bolts together and start building that actual product. Every 2 weeks you're gonna see something amazing and hopefully something that can be put into production right away. Step number 4, this is the main and the most critical part of our process. It is called the iteration phase. In this phase, we really start gathering feedback of the product or the feature that we just launched from your customers or from our stakeholders or from the marketplace in terms of how the product or the function is being used, and start making refinements and adjustments to it to make it more feasible. A lot of companies forget that iteration is the key to success when you're building software products. It is in this phase that you learn the most about your customers' behaviors or patterns that you did not originally think about. And this is the phase that really helps you excel in delivering that amazing A-level, high-performant, amazing product that truly resonates with your customers. So this phase is really the most important phase, and sometimes this can lead you back into a discovery, ideation, development again. But that's the spiral. And this same spiral of discover, ideate, develop, and iterate keeps on repeating itself again and again until you turn this caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. And that's how we build amazing products. The first iteration may not be that great, but it will work. But the second iteration may be a little bit better. The third may be a lot better. And the fourth may be perfect. But the great thing here is that we're only building things that our customers ask us to build. We're only building things that deliver true value. And we're constantly measuring and iterating these feedback items and then building the product accordingly. So there you have it. That's our HyperTrends Discover, Ideate, Develop, Iterate DD model that we have used for over 7 years with amazing success. So if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us at hypertrends.com and we'll be happy to chat with you. Thank you.